Welcome to first last months of being an au pair.
Hey guys, who wants to watch a movie?
Hey Timmy, let's have some candy.
Guys, the dog doesn't like me.
Here we go, Timmy. Let me get those boogers for you. Hold on, dude, you got a little bit of dirt there. There we go, perfect.
Help me with the dog!
You know what? I think we can play one more game before bedtime. High five. No, you just sit back, don't worry about it. I'll tie your laces for you. Round the tree and through the loop. Hello? Oh, spirits, please come back.
Save me from your dog!
Okay, have a great day at school, guys. Remember to learn something.
Kids, grab your shit, we're leaving!
Yeah, Timmy, take your iPad. I don't want you to talk to me today. Hey, good morning, Don. I love what you did with the tulips there.
Well done, Timmy, you're your au pair's little champ.
Oh no, Nancy, he is terrible. Listen here, Kevin, when your parents are not here, I'm the boss. So let's go. Chocolate on your face again. Fine, you know what? We're late. Get in the car. We're going. Move.
Yeah, good day at school, bye.
Yes, free.
Woohoo!
Hey, what's up, au pairs? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be comparing the first months as an au pair to the last months as an au pair. So as you head out on your journey of becoming an au pair, you're filled with extreme excitement and extreme nervousness. Nervousness, I think that's a word. This is because you're going to a brand new country which you've probably never been to before. You're going on this program that you don't fully know what it entails. I mean, you kind of have an idea that, oh, you're going to go look after some kids. Firstly, it's not that. You're also going to be living with a family you've never met before, like you've never physically met. I mean, you've emailed each other or you've spoken on Skype or something, but you've never physically met these people. You don't know exactly how they are. So it's natural that you're going to be nervous. And also you're going to be spending one whole year with these people. So I hope you choose wisely. Pro tip. Especially the first month, you're not really thinking about your family back home. You're not really thinking about your friends back home. Not in like a mean way, but it's just like there's so much excitement and then there's so much to get used to being there in the new country. Like you have to get used to like the driving on the other side of the road for some countries. You have to go to the shops and figure out the layouts of the shops and all the different products that they have and what products are you gonna like and then what products must you buy for the family, and you have to fill your own gas. That was also a little tricky, but coming from South Africa, we're not used to that. We have people to help us to like fill. That makes us sound stupid. We have people to help us fill our gas. Firstly, we don't call it gas. That's stupid. A lot of the excitement also comes from the fact that you've more than likely done research on the state that you're going to be living in, as well as the city that you're going to be living in. When I knew I was going to Texas and when I knew I was going to Austin, I researched the out of Austin, so that I knew exactly what I was getting myself into and all the cool things that I could actually do. Also, right in the beginning, the thing of jet lag. So jet lag and excitement is going to be very, very tough for you to fall asleep, especially in the first week. It's going to be a big adjustment. So you should sleep on the plane when it's the nighttime of the destination that you're going to. And so once you wake up, you're kind of awake when they're awake. So that's probably the best piece of flying advice I could give you. So then once you get to your host family, you meet them and everything, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. And I mean, hopefully they're not really bad mistakes, but you might cook something for your host kids and they're gonna be like, oh, what's that? Or they're not gonna wanna eat it and they'll refuse to eat it. But that's just part of the fun of the program. You're there to learn and grow as a person as much as you're there to like look after kids and whatnot. Especially in the first month, you don't know anyone's routines. You don't know the host parents' routines, the kids' routines. And now with you coming in, there has to be a new au pair routine, and your au pair routine is going to be focused primarily on the kids and like getting them ready for school and home from school and eating and showering and sleeping, so on and so forth. In the beginning, it kind of does feel like you're walking on eggshells because you don't want to overstep your boundaries or do something that's wrong. You are you realize that you're in someone else's house and they don't know you, you don't know them. So it takes a while to adjust and to like feel each other out. But that does eventually go away, I promise you that. Another thing, if you make friends easy, like you're good, but it's exciting to make new friends. But if you're someone like me who kind of struggles to make friends because you're like not that outgoing, then it is a little bit daunting in the beginning to have to force yourself to go out and like make new friends. But friends do come and they will come eventually. You just have to put yourself out there. Another thing with being a brand new au pair is that you feel like you want to do more. You want to always help. If your host parents ask you to do something, even though you're not really supposed to be doing it, like you'll just be like, yes, I'll do it. I'll just to like kind of make everyone like happy. Or if they're like, hey, can you work this weekend? And then you'll be like, yeah, sure, yes. That changes. In your last months, you are way more comfortable. Even around the house, like I can only speak from my personal experience, but like even around the house, like you'll just go into the pantry, grab a packet of chips, grab this, go to the fridge, this, cook with this. Like you'll be like leaving little things of yours or like around the house. You'll start to feel more at home, like you'll start to feel like an actual family member. So like you'll have things around the house that is yours, or like just walk into the kitchen, do this, say hello to your host parents, have a little chat, blah, blah, blah. But that all comes with time. But you are so much more comfortable in especially the last 6 months, especially if you're going there for 2 years, the last 6 months, it's the most comfortable like I'd ever been in the house. You become so comfortable that you literally know whose footsteps, who's walking around the house just by the sound of their footsteps. And I know if you think about it, like even with your family in your home country, someone's walking around the house, you know who's walking just by the sound of their footsteps and the pace at which they're walking. That happens with your host family too, which is like, it's funny, but it's also like kind of cool. You don't feel as though it's your host parents' house, although in the back of your mind, you know it's your host parents' house, but you kind of also feel like it's your house in a sense. There comes a point where you're just so comfortable in the house. So like I would be downstairs and I would literally yell to the boys upstairs and be like, hey boys, who wants to watch a movie? In the beginning, you would never do that. You would walk to wherever they are and be like, hey, would you like to come watch a movie? 6 months down the line, a year down the line, you're just like yelling in the house. And I mean, no one even cares because it's like you thought of it as family. And that's really cool. You don't feel the need to always be helping. You're there to do a job, you're there on a cultural exchange program and whatnot, yes. But in the beginning, you always want to help. But as time progresses and you just get more comfortable, you realize that you don't always have to do these things. You're allowed to take time for yourself. So you can be like, no. Don't be afraid to say no. Another thing would be, in the last months, when you're an au pair, I would say 4 months, 3 months left, 2 months left, there'll be random times when you would just think about how much time you have left and then it's not that much. And you'll just get like randomly sad, and it does suck, but it's part of life and it's part of the program. And then it's like you really start thinking, do you really want to leave your new life? Like you're kind of being forced to leave your new life that you've made. And I mean, if you've been there for a year, yeah, you kind of make a new life, but I mean, being there for 2 whole years it's crazy how much you can do in 2 years and how many connections you can make, how many people you can meet and special connections with people. You find a new way of living, and it's very difficult to have to think that now you have to go back to how you used to live, and sometimes you can't even remember how it used to be because this is like the life that you know now. Also in the last months, you worry about what's next because majority of the time with being an au pair, it's like, okay, I'm an au pair, I'm gonna do this, and this, and it's sorted. But I know for some people, it's difficult, especially in the latter part of their year, where, okay, now you have to think about what's next, what am I gonna do next? Am I gonna find a way to try and stay here, so by studying, or am I gonna go back to my host country and study? Am I gonna go back in, what job am I gonna do? Am I gonna start this career? It's a lot to process. So one of the other things that I did notice with one of my host kids, so I was close with both of my host kids, but one of my host kids, we had a very, very tight bond. And when it came to him and like my last month of being there, we were always at each other's throats. So we were like this. We knew how to irritate each other and like what would irritate each other and make each other angry and whatnot. So he would always push my buttons, and like I would yell at him and then he'd yell at me, and we would just get very irritated quickly with each other. I came to the realization that we both knew that like I was leaving and my time was coming to an end. So we didn't know how to necessarily process those feelings. So we would just be like fighting all the time. And like, I hate it to this day, but it's just one of those things that happens, especially if you become really, really close with your host kids. That is definitely one thing to look out for. As a kid, you don't necessarily know how to process that emotion. And so that's how they'll act out. They'll be pushing your buttons, they'll be making you angry. And that's how they're trying to show that they don't want you to leave. So thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, please drop it a like. I'll truly appreciate it. And the next video I'm gonna upload is gonna be the one where I give my final goodbye to my host kids. And if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe so that you won't miss that one, because I don't know, I think it's gonna be a pretty emotional video. I haven't edited it yet, but I think it's gonna be a tough video to shoot and also to edit. So bring your tissues, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Make sure your host kids wash their hands properly, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Piggy, go away. I'm trying to film. Piggy!
Piggy, 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 Piggy!
Oh no, it fell. Oh, guys, the dog. Oh, Piggy. Piggy, you're running. Go away. Pigs, go away. Don't touch the camera. No, no.